Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the presentation of certificate ceremony for the Mid-Year Foundation students 2021 to 2022. My name is Lisa Duchenier and I'm the Director of International Operations at Canning College. Today I would like to welcome the 27 students of the Mid-Year Foundation program, both onshore and offshore. Welcome also to our Acting Principal, Mrs Maria Leslie, Deputy Principal, Mr Adelfo Sabatini, and the teachers of the Mid-Year Foundation program, Fenella Reyna, Craig Lyle, Trish Axford, Linda Angeloni, Cynthia Leahy, Simon Maddie, who's actually not here in the room, Peter Barnes, Lorena Mackin and Tony Herbert. When this program commenced in August of last year, we only had 2 students studying onshore and the rest of the class online. Now we have the grand total of 7 students onshore and 20 who we can see on the screen in front of us. In spite of being caught up in a pandemic that has been going on for more than 2 years, this group of students from 10 different countries have managed to deal with so many changes and uncertainties and still manage to achieve something that most of us would have thought impossible a couple of years ago. I would now like to introduce you to our Acting Principal, Mrs Maria Leslie, who would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Lisa, and good afternoon, everyone. I also extend a very warm welcome to our graduating students, both here and online. Any parents that may be watching their students as they're watching us, and all of our college staff who are here with us this afternoon participating in this presentation ceremony. Today, we are here to celebrate an important milestone in the educational journey for all of you wonderful students who are in this particular program, our mid-year Western Australian Universities Foundation program, and your transition to university. This is a particularly notable achievement given the continued impact of COVID-19 on the world in the past year. For some, you have completed a full year of study online. For others, you started online and have recently joined us on campus. Welcome, it's so wonderful to have you here. And for others, been onshore the whole time. So our 2 students, it's wonderful to have you here. In all those combinations of students, we really admire your commitment to your studies, the strength to continue with your educational program in these difficult times. All of you have had to master a range of technologies to engage with your teacher and classmates, as we've seen this afternoon as well. Your teachers have been on this journey with you. They've been sharing this increased knowledge in technology as they've come on the journey with you. It would be easy to be distracted by all the changes that are surrounding you, but you have chosen to concentrate on your studies with the result that you're on track to enter university for a course of study. I am sure that the focus and determination you have demonstrated in your academic endeavours will enable you to succeed in your forthcoming exams and in your future pursuits at university and in life. At university, I encourage you to get involved in all aspects of university life. There is, of course, the broad range of academic interests you can pursue. In addition to your academic studies, your university experience can be enriched by participating in the various clubs and activities that are on offer at all of our university campuses. When you arrive to study at our universities in Perth, whether it is this year or next, I invite each of you and your families too to visit Canning College, meet our staff, and it'd be lovely to meet you in person. When you reflect back on this year, you will undoubtedly remember the support of your teachers, other college staff, classmates, friends, and of course your family. This part of your educational journey was also supported by a dedicated team of staff at the college. I would like to thank the corporate services staff for their commitment to making your time at the college enjoyable and safe. Your teachers put a lot of planning and energy into your classes so that you can maximise the opportunities of success. The teachers who have taught you are looking forward to presenting the top student awards in their subject today. I ask you to join with me in acknowledging all of our terrific staff. I trust that you have enjoyed studying with us and that your experience has been of deep and lasting value. I thank you for studying at Canning College and wish you all the best in your future endeavours. Remember, the harder you work, the luckier you get. Good luck in all of your final exams. Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. At this stage of a typical presentation ceremony, the students would be called onto the stage and the principal would present each student with their certificate of completion. This year, only the onshore students can physically come up on the stage, but we in the audience will be scanning the screen for the online students when your names are called out. Naturally, your certificates of completion will be emailed to you after the event, as well as mentioning the name and nationality of each student. I have also included the education agency who recommended Canning College. Agents always work hard for us and for the students, so I would like to acknowledge the effort that they have put into supporting the extra needs of online students. So going in alphabetical order, I would like to present the students of the Mid-Year Foundation Class 2021 to 2022. Please note, if you are an onshore student, you will come up and Maria will give you your certificate, shake your hand, and Anna will take a photo. Excuse me if the pronunciation is not perfect. Okay. Chan Zi-Ying Joey, offshore from Hong Kong, coming through AAS Hong Kong agency. Congratulations, Joey. Nicole Chaw Jia Wen, offshore student coming from Malaysia via AUG Ipoh. Carissa Chua Yixian, offshore coming from Singapore through Overseas Academic Link Singapore. Joshua Chua Hanwei, offshore, coming from Singapore through Jack Study Abroad, Singapore. Erica May Davina Flor, offshore from the Philippines, coming through AECC Global, Philippines. Okay, one of our onshore students. Gong Zixian, coming from China through AUG Perth, Australia. Jacqueline Anastasia Gunawan, offshore from Indonesia, coming from Saksara in Indonesia. Nida Hagparast, offshore student from Iran. Now this one's going to be difficult. Jo Peng Hain, offshore from Myanmar, from Intel Bridge Education, Myanmar. Even more difficult. Yant Kaung Lian Hitun, Eric. Okay, Eric, much easier. Offshore from Myanmar, Intel Bridge. Another onshore student, Garo Shipama Kalonji, onshore from the Congo, coming via COCUS International Agency in Perth. Lan Yufeng Leonard, offshore student from Perth, from China. Jacqueline Lee, offshore from Indonesia via Saksara Indonesia Agency. Lu Sun Kai, Rex, offshore student from Hong Kong, coming via IDP Hong Kong. Ma Wenjia, known as Nissa, offshore from China through Bright Can Achieve Limited, China. Another onshore student, Tsubasa Murayama from Japan, coming via GCS Group Australia. Mishka Azli Nazim from the Maldives via Edlocate Sri Lanka agency. Josephine Ung Wei Tong, offshore student from Malaysia, coming via Acceleration Kota Kinabalu. Park Yunseo, known as Irene, onshore from Korea, originally via Rebecca Choi's consultant agency in Perth. Esther Xiao Minjin, offshore student from Malaysia via AUG EPO. Onshore student Kenji Sugai from Japan. Onshore student Riho Takashima from Japan via GCS Group Australia, Perth. Madeline Natalie Tanoyo, from known as Mandy, offshore student from Indonesia. Min Theet, offshore student from Myanmar, Intel Bridge Education, Myanmar. Su Miat Yati Tun, known as Sarah, offshore student from Myanmar. Jerusha Watson, offshore student from India via Jack Study Abroad, Singapore. Finally, onshore student Jamielynn Wong Shin Yu, originally from Malaysia via IEC Kota Kinabalu. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the whole class, mid-year class. A clap for everyone, I think. Okay, every year we ask one of our foundation students to speak on behalf of the foundation group of that year. So since we have online and we have onshore, we have asked, we've chosen a student actually who completed most of her program online but has recently arrived in Perth. So she has at least experienced the final weeks of mid-year foundation onshore. To speak on behalf of the mid-year foundation class 2021 to 2022, I would like to call on Jamielynn Wong. Thank you, Jamie.
A very good afternoon to honoured guests, teachers, students, and parents. Before I start my speech, I would like to mention that it is a huge honour to be given the opportunity to stand here on behalf of my cohorts, giving the valedictorian speech. Firstly, I would like to congratulate my fellow graduates and myself for successfully finishing our year 12 despite all the challenges we've been through, especially chemistry. I didn't even do chemistry, but all the complaints I've heard from others make me so glad I did not take it. But hey, here we are, and we've made it through, and we're truly at the end of this journey. We still have an exam, don't forget. I began in canning initially as an offshore student. So yes, I was once virtual, unsure if I was real or not. But here I am now, onshore, with many mixed emotions, because initially I was super excited to meet my classmates and my teachers. But at the same time, I was so stressed because a week after I arrived, I had to take my exams. So basically, I traveled over 4,000 kilometers to take my exams offline. But nevertheless, let me tell you about my experience when I first started the course. So due to travel restrictions, many of us obviously could not make it to Perth, and our expectations for a very fun college life was shattered. And so we stayed at home and took our classes online. And we even had an online orientation. But if I'm being really honest right now, I don't remember anything from orientation. People usually say, oh, it feels like it was just yesterday we had orientation, but honestly, it felt like a really, really long time ago. Now, for online classes, we used WebEx as our classroom and Connect as our learning platform. And I think the most stressful thing about learning online was that we had to turn on our cameras and had to actually unmute ourselves to speak. So, learning online is a very unique experience because you can get up 5 minutes before class and still make it on time. Yeah, and there was also really the worst timings for power outage or internet failure. So I remember one time, I was taking an exam and all of a sudden my power went out. So it was fine for the whole month, the whole year even. But 30 minutes into the exam, I had no power. Poof, no electricity. Let's just say I did not enjoy the experience. And internet problems were also very common among my peers. Every day, someone's internet will be acting up, and you hear the, sorry, I'm trying my hardest to connect into WebEx right now. I have internet issues. And I can say I'm not one of them. And what I dreaded the most after finishing an assignment was that I was the one that had to click on the feedback that the teachers gave, knowing that I did not do well in the assignment. So how did I end here, you may wonder? So my mom told me one day to pack your things, you're going to Perth alone. Like me? Excuse me, I'm going all alone? And I did it anyways. So here I am, far away from home. And as I am from Malaysia, I'm not used to having cold weather. So ever since I landed here, my hands have never been warm. They're at the constant state of being 2 ice blocks. And therefore, I would say the weather here really suits my taste buds. And now that I'm onshore, honestly, nothing much has changed. I get to physically see and feel my teachers and my classmates, and I get to sit in an actual classroom. Except this time, my papers were handed to me directly, so I felt instant stress rather than build-up anxiety from downloading my feedback. But still, I am really glad that I could attend classes online physically, as it is a whole new experience for me being in a foreign country. Overall, being able to experience studying in Canning both online and offline has been an extremely fun experience, and I think all of us, including our onshores, have learned how to adapt to online learning, which was a completely foreign concept to many of us. The staff in Canning College has been very helpful throughout our journey, providing all the help we needed. Our teachers have been extremely patient in teaching and guiding us throughout our studies. I'm especially thankful to have met my teachers that have been with us for the whole year. So Linda, our first ever teacher we've met, also had the most unforgettable first class because she could not get her mic to work for the entire lesson until the last 5 minutes. And Cynthia, who was really strict when grading our papers, really liked examples and despised Wikipedia. Simon, who would make a lot of sarcastic jokes and threatened to take marks off our paper if we did not laugh with him. Trish, who would tell us in the nicest way possible that our answers were completely wrong. And Peter, who has so much patience in teaching a stubborn class that refuses to turn on their cameras. So thank you so much for being part of our journeys, and we'll never forget the mental sacrifices you all have to go through while marking our assignments. On behalf of the students, I would like to express our deep gratitude to all the teachers and staff of Canning College for making our education memorable. I'm also extremely grateful for having supportive parents that have provided me with this opportunity to study abroad. I'm very fortunate to have parents who are willing to put up with my whining when an assignment is due and would buy chocolate milk for me when an exam is approaching. Thank you so much, and I hope you're proud of me. Finally, my fellow graduates, you've all come a really long way. The times we've spent in breakout rooms, all on mute for our group work, will always be memorable to me. Be proud of yourself for making it all the way here, and give yourself a pat on the back for never giving up during these difficult times. My fellow Year 12s, as we approach the final external exams, don't feel disheartened even if you did not do as well as expected. I am confident that you will all pass your exams with flying colors and achieve great heights after Canning College. Congratulations once again to us for graduating, and it was truly a pleasure to get to know all of you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be the valedictorian this year. I wish all the best for my fellow Year 12s for the external exams, and I wish you success for the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jamielynn. What a wonderful valedictory speech that was. Very heartfelt and giving us a little bit of an idea of, the difference between online and onshore. One thing I must say to the onshore students, there's no opportunity for you to say, oh, my internet's not working. All right, it has to work, all right, particularly during exams. And your mother sounds like a wonderful woman, Jamielynn, when she says, come on, it's time to go to Perth. Sort of similar to me accosting Jamielynn as she walks in the door, say, Jamielynn, you want to be a valedictorian? Hardly had a chance to settle before that was sprung on her. So thank you very, very much for putting that together under a very short amount of time in amongst your semester 2 exams as well. Thank you very much. All right, now we move into a slightly more formal part of our ceremony where your teachers will have the pleasure of presenting you with the awards for top student in each subject. So Jamielynn's given us a little bit of an idea about the teachers, and now it's the time for the teachers to give a bit of an idea about the top student. Please bear in mind with the top student, in many cases, there was a student who was just slightly below the top student who, if we could give first, second, third, fourth, whatever, you'd all be coming out with a prize. Well, of course you would. All right, so first of all, Craig, if you can come up and give the award for chemistry student.
I can do. Afternoon, everybody. And welcome. And you all look fabulous. Fabulous, I should say. Look, I thought I knew who was going to get the chemistry award from the very start of the chemistry subject when we started a year ago, or nearly a year ago, 9 months ago. However, I was wrong. Okay, this person who actually won the award is a very, very quiet person in the classroom. In fact, I reckon that this person's probably only spoken to me on about 4 occasions, and even then it's only been a few sentences here and there. And this person, being such a quiet achiever during the exam, was able to sneak up like a thief in the night and snatch away the award from the person who I thought was going to get the award. And I would like to congratulate this person, Josephine. So well done, Josephine. And Josephine, here is your award. Oops, I better hold it up for you. There you go, Josephine. Well done.
Thank you, Craig. We will be sending these awards to you, and there is a little prize also with the awards that will also be sent to you. Computer science, Trish. I'll call on Trish now.
There were several students who were vying for this award, and I commend all of them for their efforts. The Computer Science Top Student Award goes to Jamielynn Wong. Jamielynn is a conscientious and hard-working student who has always well prepared for each lesson. She ensured that she completed all activities and constantly reviewed her work. This effort yielded high assessment results. Congratulations, Jamielynn. It's been an absolute pleasure having you in the class, and this award is well deserved. Mine.
Is that okay? That's all good. Congratulations.
I gave Linda one job to do and she completely ruined it. All right, so I'd like to call on Linda to give the prize for the top ELAC student.
Okay. Good afternoon to everybody and welcome to this lovely presentation. This award goes to a student who every teacher desires to have in their classroom. Therefore, I feel blessed to have had the opportunity to have her in my class. I've never seen her without a smile on her face. Although she is a quiet student, she's always been present and very focused, and nothing gets in her way. I want to add that she's a real trooper, because I just found out that she did all her mock exams whilst sick with COVID. And she still managed to come out on top. Esther, you absolutely deserve this award, and I wish you all the best for your future endeavours.
Well, that's true resilience, even with COVID. Unbelievable. All right, so next one, I'll ask Fenella to come up and give the award for accounting and finance.
Good afternoon, everybody. The top student for accounting and finance, it was quite close before the exam, but once the semester exam was written, the student, there was quite a gap between the student and the second top student. I would describe the student as a quiet achiever, and I'm not copying Craig's speech. And she probably takes after her accounting teacher. This student has worked hard and she's gone about her studies quietly, and she's been successful and achieved well in accounting. So this award for top student in accounting and finance goes to Ma Wenjia. Congratulations on your achievement. Well done. And I'd just like to say to the other accounting and finance students, I know I used to get a lot of worried looks every time I explain stuff in accounting, but you should all be proud of yourselves for coming this far and what you've achieved. It's been a pleasure teaching you.
Thank you, Fenella. And now, according to Jamielynn, Simon always has a few sarcastic comments. Well, this is our opportunity to get back at him because he's not here. He has to be in isolation for a few days. So I've asked Tony Herbert to come and give the award for human biology. Thank you, Tony.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'll be announcing the top student for human biology on behalf of Simon Maddy. Top student position was very closely held by two students over the course of the year. Simon told me that the two students were neck and neck over the year, but at the end of the year it was a difference of 1 mark in the final exam that differentiated the winner from the runner-up. In all, the two were separated by 0.4% as a final result. The top mid-year student in human biology for 2022 is Esther Xiao. Simon speaks very highly of Esther in terms of her diligence and work ethic through the year. Well done, Esther, for your achievement in 2022. And? Okay, so there you go. Good? Yep. Done.
Esther's in the top right hand corner. She's very embarrassed. Laughing away.
Okay, good combination, Esther. Brilliant at English and science as well. Excellent. All right, next I will ask Peter to come up and give the prize for maths applications.
Good afternoon. The top student in mathematics applications is Jamielynn Wong. Again, we had a very close outcome, 2 students in the 90s. On this occasion, a couple of % difference, which was made a little bit easier to separate them. So Jamielynn has achieved outstanding results in this course. She scored 6 out of the 9 assessments were in the 90s, which is an amazing effort. So that was wonderful. Jamielynn has demonstrated the ability to work independently. I don't think she actually asked me one question during the whole year, so I don't know whether I was needed or not with Jamielynn. She probably could have just studied and not been online at all. And she's very quick to catch on to difficult concepts. So I think she's heading off to UWA, so she'll be very successful when she heads off there. So well done and congratulations.
Must have been all the choc milk your mother gave you. Okay, made you clever. All right, Lorena, can you come up and give the award for the Maths Methods student? Top student.
Thank you. So this award goes to, I'm going to get my little piece of paper out, just make sure I have this right. So it's Hain Jorpain, aka Andrew. Congratulations, Andrew. He was a clear winner the whole way through the year. So Andrew is middle right, furthest right. Yes, clear winner the whole way. Yes, similarly, not many comments made during the class. Didn't really have any questions coming my way. I probably was corrected on about 3 times by Andrew, which was great, so I knew that he was listening. But every once in a while there was a little email, can you just tell me about this, or can you let me know if I'm on the right track? So I knew that he was doing his work, and I knew that he was really responsible for his learning, and I didn't really have to worry. So congratulations. I enjoyed having you in my class, and best of luck for your future. And congratulations to all the other students as well doing Math Methods, because it isn't an easy course, and Eric is shaking his head there. And so I just want to wish you all well, and well done for staying the course. Thank you.
Good effort, Andrew. And finally, Tony, if you could come up and give the award for physics.
Hi again, everyone. The top mid-year physics student in 2022 is Joshua Chua Hanwei. Joshua has been, and he's not here. No, not today. Joshua has been a pleasure to teach. He has a very inquiring mind and has performed admirably given the circumstances of 2022. Joshua's resilience was highlighted to all of us when he completed his final physics mock exam in unfamiliar conditions as he was away from home competing in an out-of-town sporting event. I haven't had a chance to inquire, but Joshua, I hope you did do well in your race. In the time that I've taught Joshua, he has challenged me on several occasions in the unique way in which he's able to process situations in physics. One of the first questions he put to me right at the beginning of the year, the academic year, was questioning the conventional wisdom of how electrical energy flows through wires. So Joshua was able to actually convince me and several of my colleagues that when the question was, when you flick a switch, does electricity actually flow through wires in order to get to your toaster? Joshua was able to convince me and several of my colleagues that no, the electrical energy does not flow through wires to get to your toaster. Well done, Joshua. But I admit, even after a year, I'm going to have to think on that one a little bit more. Congratulations on a fine result. There we go. Good.
Thanks, Tony. Okay, I'd like to call on Maria now to present the award for the overall top student from this group. Okay, often it's really clear, but not necessarily so. Thank you, Maria.
I have to add a little bit of suspense before. But, well, I'm going to narrow down the field. So it's a she. So this student has spent a bit of time on stage this afternoon, in actual fact. So that's given away a second clue. I'm very proud to announce that our top student in this program is Jamielynn Wong. One more photo.
Thank you, Maria, and congratulations, Jamielynn, again. Since March the 3rd, when the WA border opened, we have been delighted to see many of our online students from all programs arriving at the college. One of the best aspects of these new arrivals is the discovery that so many of our students are musically talented. One of these students is our very own Kenji Sugai, who will be playing the guitar and singing for us today. I do note I tried to do a duet with him, but he listened. There was no chance. Okay, so Kenji, if you want to come up to the front here. This is like we're in a jazz club, I think. So Kenji, do you want to tell the song that you're about to sing? Or?
Yes.
Yes? And it is?
It's a Good Day by Perry Como.
It's a Good Day by Perry Como, one of my favourites. Okay, thank you, Kenji.
So I hope you all enjoy. Yes, it's a good day for singing a song, and it's a good day for moving along. Yes, it's a good day. How could anything go wrong? It's a good day from morning till night. Yes, it's a good day for shining your shoes, and it's a good day for losing the blues. Everything to gain and nothing to lose, 'cause it's good day from morning till night. I said to the sun, good morning sun, rise and shine today. You know you got it going if you're gonna make a showing, and knowing God will right away. 'Cause it's a good day for paying your bills, and it's a good day for curing your ills. So take a deep breath and throw away your pills, 'cause it's a good day from morning till night. It's good day from morning till night. Ooh, have a good day from morning till night.
What a beautiful voice. Honestly, where did you come from, Kenji? With a voice like that, that's beautiful. Okay, so this brings us to the conclusion of our presentation ceremony, but as you are aware, all the hard work is not over yet. Your final examinations, don't want to mention them, but they start on Monday the 23rd, next Monday. So make the most of the rest of this week to ask any final questions of your teachers and study, study, study. Your results will be released in the third week of June. Also too, from today's presentation, Jonathan's doing a recording of it, so we'll be able to send that to your parents and your agents and to you as well, so that they can get to see how amazing you all are as well. So finally, thank you to you, Riho and Irene, for being our only onshore mid-year students for one entire semester. That was not easy because we didn't have a lot of other students here either. So to you two girls, congratulations for putting in a huge effort and staying in there. I think the main reason they both stayed is because if one left, the other would have burst into tears. Thank you also to Kenji, Subasa, Garrel, and more recently Gong and Jamielynn for allowing us the opportunity to meet you face to face, even if it was only for a short time. And finally, thank you to all of the online students for accepting the challenge to commit to online learning and making the most of the opportunity that you were given during the pandemic. We hope that our staff made you feel like you were part of Canning College, even though you were offshore. Please stay in touch with us and remember to visit if you do come to Perth, because you've got no idea how excited we get in the office, you know, every day where it's like it's a party there. Also, please let us know where you are studying in the second part of 2022, because as Jamielynn said, she's got a feeling that you're all going to do well. I've got that feeling too. So good luck with your final exams, and we wish you great success in the future. To the mid-year foundation students of 2021 to 2022, you are now alumni of Canning College, and we are very proud of you. Goodbye for now, and good luck.